everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's Serene's Life. I hope you're having a great day so far. Today, I'm very excited to show you around my Animal Crossing island. I've been working on this island for the past 4 years, so it's very precious to me. After seeing a bunch of beautiful island designs online, I couldn't just settle for one theme. Hence, this became a multi-themed island. Besides myself, I created 3 other residents to use their houses as decoration. As for my villagers, I'm very close to completing my dream lineup, but I'm happy with it right now. I chose an island with resident services right in the middle of it, and I placed Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters right beside each other. For my museum, I placed it all the way in the back, and I placed my campsite on the beach. Now let's head back to Celestial Airport. For my main entrance, I combined City Core with Nature Core. It has a sunken feel to it, which I really like. It looks very mysterious at night. Currently, Poppy lives in this house, but I actually want Octavian back, mainly due to how his house fits well with the gas station. For this section of the beach, I created a beachside library. It has a nice area to study or read books. Across the street, we have our local 7-Eleven with gorgeous views. One tip for adding depth to your island is creating these layered backgrounds. For this viewpoint in particular, I have 3 layers going on. You could use either a body of water or a piece of land to separate the foreground from the background. Overall, this is a great area for villagers to catch up and drink bubble tea together. Now, let's head over to the other side of the river. I have 2 diagonal bridges to make my island more dynamic. Another way to level up your island is creating these small patches of land in the water. I decided to place some flowers, a tree, and a moon. We've arrived to the Zen part of the island where Genji lives. Genji's house perfectly fits the bamboo furniture. Before we move on to Kid Core, let's go and pay respect to all the villagers that have lived on this island before. I really like the waterfalls around this area. After playing this game for so long, I naturally cycle through a lot of villagers. And as much as I like to keep all of them, there's only 10 villager slots. Besides that, this part of my island is pretty scenic, although it's a bit spooky at night. Actually, we're gonna visit the Moon Lake before moving on. This is a really cozy spot on my island with a fireplace and a mini bookshelf. I especially love how it looks at night. My dock is on the right side of the island and I left just enough space for cabin as well as the edge. I also have a fish/seafood market on the beach. I downloaded some fashion designs to create these food platters with a hat. Back to Kid Core, I created this carnival plaza. I love how it lights up at night. Before visiting Nook's Cranny, let's visit the bakery cafe. It sells cake, bread, brunch, and high tea. Up north is the Celestial Street Market. I'm really proud of this part of my island, and tucked in is Aurora's house. On Sundays, where I buy turnips, I place them all in front of her house for convenience. At the end of the market, you can find this Mermaid Beachside Cafe. There are a lot of places to sit here, and it looks really pretty at night. Make sure to make a reservation to get the best spot in this cafe. The last stop for this side of the island is the Onsen. Of course I had to dress for the occasion. If you're looking to create a multi-themed island like mine, one tip is to separate your beaches either using a partition or a fence. This section of my island definitely has the most going on, but now let's move on to a different section. Starting back at the main entrance, let's take the top left route. Here we have resident services, and if you keep going up north, it's the museum. Before that, however, let's take a tour of my house. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at interior decor, and this is actually the latest modification I made to my island. The only reason that I managed to decorate my house is because I practice a lot in Happy Home Paradise. I love the gyroid so much. Unlike the living room, the kitchen is a yellow theme. Staying true to my island concept, every room has a different theme. I'm actually really proud of how the bathroom turned out, and I'm at peace every time I look at it. Welcome to this nice backyard area of my house. It's a really cozy place to have tea and unwind. For my basement, I created this underground arcade. This is actually the first room that I decorated in this house, and I loved how it turned out. For my bedroom, I chose this pink theme to match the exterior of my house. I have my DIY station, a cozy bed, my laptop, and an area to watch TV. I know I keep saying this, but I just loved how this room turned out, and it's really cozy.
What the dog doing?
The first part of the museum is the Celestial Observatory. It's the perfect place to wish upon a shooting star and to learn more about space. It also gives a nice overview of the museum entrance.
What the dog doing?
I would say the Superstar is my favorite item from the Mario collection. I just love how it shines at night. The left side of my museum contains some bug and sea creature models.
What the dog doing?
There's also an excavation site right in the middle of it. Lastly, on the right side of my museum, we have some art pieces and the secret beach. This is what it looks like when Red is here, but for now, it's empty. On the other side of the museum, I have my second resident house. I actually haven't decorated this house yet, so comment down below what theme it should be. But yeah, this concludes section 2 of my island. One tip for those opening up their island to trade is to fence off any valuables such as money trees.
What the dog doing?
Now, let's move on to the left side of my island. First, we got this really cute playground. I still can't believe that you can't customize the sandbox color. Across the street, we have our beach campsite. This is where I put my 2 other resident houses so that the beach doesn't look empty when there's no visitors at the campsite. I placed a log picnic table for visitors to relax. They can also stay cozy at night with the bonfire. Let's move on to the residential part of my island. I added some more mini islands to make this area pop.
What the dog doing?
Another villager I'm trying to get back is Diana, but currently Anka lives here. She was with me during the early days of my island. Moving on, we have Stitch's house. I got him as a campsite villager and he hasn't moved out since. I got Marshall on my island using Nook mall tickets and I actually just got his photo today. Besides Genji, I have Agnes as a starting villager. I love how they were both black and white, so they've been living on my island since. I created this star fragment fountain area to act as a filler between my house and resident services. Lastly, we have Eugene, which I've had since the first year of my island. Creating a sunken effect with all 3 levels is also another way to spice up your island. I would show you the Celestial train station, but unfortunately it's under construction. Moving on to the beach, we have this beach volleyball area. It's a really nice place to lounge and relax. On the other side of this walkway is the beach Omatsuri. Here you can buy some souvenirs as well as some good food to eat. The end of the beach is where Red creates his art. There's also a secret auction going on. Moving back to Nature Core, I have one of each flower in this garden. I also have an area for gyroid fragments. I also created a natural sitting area for an overview of what's below. Below the garden, I have one of each fruit tree. In this point in the game, I no longer need to gather any fruits, so this is mostly used for decoration. This is what the forest looks like in brighter lighting. On the third level, I sprinkled a bit of fairy core onto my island through my rock garden. As we exit Fairy Core, we're entering Farm Core. Passing the pumpkin patch, this is where my watermelons grow. I don't cook much in this game, so these crops are mostly for decoration. I also managed to sneak in a little library on the rock. Now, let's end the tour by entering the secret bamboo village. Here is where Audie and Dom live. For those who don't know what to do with the Mario pipes, creating a secret village like this could be something you could do. The placement of this mini highway makes it seem like I'm exiting the village through that. I actually haven't decorated my island much ever since the 2.0 update, so I'm planning to do a huge renovation of my island to include new items, especially the castle pieces. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this tour around my island. I hope you really enjoyed it, because I certainly did. Make sure to like this video and comment down below whether or not you would like to see more Animal Crossing content. See you next time, bye!